Yo, what is going on, guys? So, something a little different on the channel. Today I'm going to be showing you how to remove your Volkswagen Scirocco DRL and indicator light unit. Now what you will need for this is a T25 torque bit or torque screwdriver. A trim tool can come in handy, and a lot of patience, because the first step is removing this part of the grille and it can be a bit of a pain. It will pop out, it pops towards you and then goes off to the left. The right side, will, if you're facing the car, will go out towards you and to the right. It takes a little bit of time messing around with, but once it pops out, you can see where the clips are located and they're anchored in, and you can kind of work it from there. Right here I'm using a rag because there is little sort of grip point underneath where you can get your fingers in and kind of manipulate it a little bit. The rag just helps a little bit, plus it was a cold afternoon and my fingers were numb by this point. So once that's out, if you lay on the ground, you will see the torque screw that you'll need your T25 bit for. It's kind of up into the right of the unit, I believe, can't remember, but that's the only thing that's holding it in. So once you take that out, the unit will come out very easily. Okay, and I've now removed that, so this should just come out very simple. Ta-da! And your next step is to remove the existing connectors. There's two connectors, one for your original DRL and the other one for the indicator light. Out of that I'm getting those two mixed up, so there's only two connectors. This is where that trim tool comes in handy, where you can disconnect the main connector with one clip on it. You need to push it away from you. It can be a little bit stiff, so I recommend using trim tool just to kind of get it in and angle it a bit better. And just like that, that's everything disconnected. Some of them can be a little bit stiff because they've sat there since the car's been made, no doubt, or built, so it can be a little bit stiff, so just persevere with it. Remove that original bulb from that connector, because that's where your LED connector for your new unit will be plugged into. Also, you will need to remove the original trim that is around the original DRL unit. So use that trim tool to disconnect those clips and it will just pop off. There we go, that is that now disconnected. Okay, next step is just putting this back onto the new unit. You'll see that in a second. So the new unit, get the correct one, and that trim just pops straight onto that, so you can see the difference in the new unit there. It looks so much better than the original. And once that's on, you just reattach all the connectors. So once you've got everything connected back up, I do recommend putting some Vaseline around the LED connection, just to keep out any moisture, any unwanted, condensation or anything. Just kind of helps keep it away. It should be fine, but that's just a precaution that I'm taking. As you can see where I'm putting it. And before you button it all up, I do recommend, obviously, testing it, make sure everything works the way it should. I've got my lovely wife helping me here, Mrs.CuttThroat. So as you can see, that is the indicators now working, the LED indicators, they look great. And as you can see, that's working perfectly. It's only flashing in the video because it's on the video. It doesn't flash after you have it installed, but there, that looks much brighter and much better than the original. There we go, perfect. So once that's done, it's a matter of just feeding everything into the cavity where the wires go and getting it all buttoned up. Again, apologies, I'm about to block the camera here, but it's just to put in that torque bit, that torque screw again, sorry. And then after that's done, it's all secure and tight in. Just need to reattach the part of the grill. Give it a little wipe down because a lot of gunk can get caught in there, it doesn't get washed out. Make sure everything's nice and secure. And then this goes on, if I put it the right way, there we go. And this goes on a lot easier than it came off. And it's just, again, persevering, getting the clips in properly, and it just all snaps back into place. That's everything as it should. A little clean up, why not? Always making sure that it's just completely tight back in the way it should be. You don't want any water or anything getting in, or anything that shouldn't be getting in, and you don't want it flying off and just tearing down the motorway. So going forward from there, I've actually included the other side getting done with different angles. I have my lovely wife, Mrs.CuttThroat, she's holding the camera this time. So I've already got this bit of trim off, and I'm getting under where that torque screw is. So you'll see from different angles this time instead of a static angle, that way you get a better understanding of what I did. Now I will say, taking out the passenger side one, it was very tight. There was not enough play in the wires to get in there, so after a lot of messing about, you can see here how tight it is. I managed to get it out. Again, patience, don't yank at those wires, you don't want to break them. There you go, I'm just showing there where you have to take these clips off. Trim tool comes in handy for this, just pop them off and it will just come clean off. And there we go, comes out. Give it a little clean, my trusty rag. And there we go, that's a new unit. So you can see the difference in the unit right away, how different it looks. I think it looks much smarter. It definitely sets off the front end of the car. And this just snaps straight back on. Once you've got that tight, you're happy with it, you get all your connectors put back in. So again, you can see how tight this is. I'm trying to grab that without knocking it down. Just managed to get it. So once that's in, you put the new LED connector in where the old bulb used to be. And once it's in, like I said, that Vaseline we spoke about, just petroleum jelly around this bit of the connector just to keep out any unwanted moisture. It should be okay, but again, extra precaution. You know, you don't want to have to do all this and take it all out again to find a problem later down the line. And then because of this converter, it is still a bit tight, but you can just manage to get it in there, get everything cleaned up. But here we go, little test. Again, looks much better than the original. Get everything pushed in there nice and neatly. Get under there for that torque screw. There we go, on the inside of the vehicle. Very flattering angle for myself here. There we go, time to get that trim put back on. Get a little bit of patience finding out where the clips go, and it should just snap in quite easily. So all in, I've got a 25, 30, 35 minute max job. That trim is the hardest part to do. Once you've got all that done, the rest is very straightforward. Like I said, remember the Vaseline around the connector just for that little bit of protection. But as you can see, I think, in my own personal opinion, that looks much smarter. Like I said, sets off the front end of the vehicle. And there we go, DRLs are on, looking piercing white, and indicators flashing the way they should. So anyway, I hope this video helps you guys out. I will include a link to the new units below. But thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. As always, till next time, take care.